Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Hakim bin Osman. Today I would like to present about the executive summary. This assessment is about the recycling plastic with resources efficiently with an optimized sorting method. The study is outlined by the facts that the 2.5 million tons of plastic waste all around the world. This study is segmented into three major sections. The initial section is to learn the process of every material and explain every step about the process from the yellow bin until the final product. The following section is to describe the types of automation involved in the process. The last section is about the opinion on how the automation system technology can contribute to the sustainability environment. All these sections must be fulfilled in order to know that the industry is really can produce a clean environment and also the air. This all section also can tell us that the every single process of recycling plastic that need to be done. That's all for executive summary.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Shazwan bin Azman. So I will explain about the introduction. So the low cost, lightweight, strength and design adaptability of plastic to meet a given application have been the basis of the considerable growth in their consumption, which is expected to continue to increase. The global consumption of plastics was reported to be 250 million tons of packaging waste each year that ends up in the yellow bag or yellow bin and from there to sorting plant. The problem is different kinds of plastics are difficult to separate from each other from other materials. Not all plastics are created equal. In fact, different plastic polymers have different characteristics and mixing them together would alter those characteristics. So, when recycling plastic, different polymers should be separated. This way, the outcome of its recycling process is a single type of plastic polymer, rather than a mixture of polymers. However, even with a comprehensive numbering key of sorting, obstacles remain for efficient recycling. In addition to the three major available plastic, HDPE, PP and PET, four other well-recyclable plastic varieties are gleaned from the river of trash. The case study is followed by a recycling plastic about resource efficiency with an optimized sorting method on how different sorts of plastic from the yellow bag are sorted and how to run a special plant that shreds, cleanses and sorts the recycled sorts of plastic HDPE, PP and PET from the plastic waste and processes them into high quality granules.
So hello, my name is Muhammad Iqmal Rafi. So I will explain about process yellow bean to a product, and then there became a cycle. So first thing, yellow bean is about place all paper, cardboard, and bottle and plastic. In study case, we're focusing on recycling non-returnable packaging that end up in yellow bin. So we focus on three type of plastic, which is high density polyethylene (HDPE), propylene (PP), and polyethylene terephthalene, which PET. So first stage in it's sorting the waste gather in a large machine hall that flow of waste run conveyor belt. Then the waste gather will fall into a rotary sieve. The function of large rotary sieve to isolate between size, which mean the smallest will fall through the holes, and the big waste will transport to the two drums, and then it create a 5 stream, and then the 5 stream will enter the special air separator that blast off wind blow light waste. So for the procedure, the 5 stream will enter infrared sensor will to scan a 4 type of plastic. Then the air pressure will shoot out the plastic PPP, such as PPP plastic, then followed by PET and HDPE plastic out of the stream. The stream will through the human hand to reducing the non-plastic material in material of the stream. So the non-plastic material will destiny to the energy recovery. So then we continue to the next stage. Next stage is about HDPE. And next stage is about extruder. So from the big balls HDPE, for example, we take as example, we'll enter the shredder machine. The result is the plastic ball. These plastic balls are clean from the other substrate chemical such as yogurt or soap. Beside that, colorful mixture of plastic flake will produce. Then those plastic flakes of HDPE will enter HPDE, will enter the special machine that spread the those different colors. So those mixture color plastic flakes will run over the slide by piece by piece. So the spatial sensor will recognize different color. The data will analyzed by computer, which control the panel feeds with more than 60 compressed air nozzle. The air from air nozzle will shoot unwanted color. Only colorless flake will remain on the stream, and the other will repeat to other slide of machine to repeat this machine will produce colorless flakes of HDPE. Then the colorless flakes of HDPE will enter extruder to melt in 220 degrees Celsius through a filter and purify into a liquefied plastic that for cooling and processing that will become produce. Then the machine will produce a granules HDPE. So the last stage is about HDPE granule is a material for the company to make a bottle. They melt, they produce, they trim, and so on. So then they deliver to the shop, and then people will buy, and the bottle will become a non-returnable packaging, and the cycle will repeat. So I will talk about type of automation. So feeds automation. Is referred to special purpose equipment used to automate a feed sequence of processing or assembly operation. So it is hard to accommodate change in the product design in relatively. So the advantage of feeds automation is ultimate material, easy to handling, low unit cost, and high production rate. But beside that there is a disadvantage about feeds automation. So the high initially investment for feeds automation and relatively inflexible in accommodation product change. So I will pass through the next point to my friend.
So right now I will present about the programmable automation, which is one of the types of automation that is used in the factory. This automation is used for the sorting of the plastic between high density polyethylene HDPE, polyethylene terephthalate PET, polypropylene PP. This is because the factory produced the product based on the batch, or commonly called as a group. This automation has a lot of advantages and disadvantages. Here I will provide you the advantage and also the disadvantage of this automation. The advantages of this automation is flexible to deal with variation and changes in product. That means you can produce any types of product using this automation. Number 2, low unit cost for large unit batch. That means you need a lower cost, but you will produce a higher product based on the batch. So move to these advantages. The first one is the new product requires long setup time. Means that if there is a new product come, we need to have a new setup and also have a new program to that programmable to that program, so that it can produce a new brand or a new product that we want. So number two is the high unit cost relative to fixed automation. So the unit cost is high a bit. It's almost same to the fixed automation. So that's all for programmable automation.
So now I will explain about flexible automation. Flexible automation (FA) may be sort of manufacturing automation which exhibits some sort of flexibility. Most commonly, this flexibility is that the capability of creating different products during a short time frame. This process flexibility allows the assembly of various part types with overlapping life cycles. Another sort of flexibility that comes with flexible automation is that the ability to supply a neighborhood type through many generations. Clearly, there are several other manifestations of flexibility. Flexible automation allows the assembly of spread of part types in small or unit batch size. Although flexible automation consists of varied combinations of technology, flexible automation most typically takes the shape of machining system, that is, manufacturing system where material is far away from a workpiece. The flexibility comes from the programmability of the computers controlling the machines. Flexible automation is also observed in assembly systems. The most prominent form of flexible assembly. The advantages of flexible automation is flexibility to deal with product design variation. Then, flexible automation can customize product. The disadvantages is large initial investment, then high unit cost relative to fixed or programmable automation. So now I will explain about automation system technology contributes to the sustainability environment. Automation technology for buildings can continually check the environment and appearance for tactics to save lots of resources. For instance, a system might automatically close out the lights after everyone leaves a room, or it could keep the thermostat at a temperature that saves energy without sacrificing comfort. One option offered by Honeywell analyzes thousands of assets every quarter hour, ascertain if the climate system is running at peak efficiency. Another advantage of some automated systems for consumers is that they can minimize risk by boosting awareness and letting people protect their eyeballs from afar. For instance, some automated systems give alerts of suspected burst pipe or let people lock doors. Active light and watch camera fixed on their home while they are away. Perhaps you recall a time once you left to travel out of town for the weekend and came home to see out the whole light on. Also, as something else you forgot to show off before departing, a black doors incident don't cause risk. They are doing represent ways that automation could come. Once people have system connected to their smartphone, they will look out of things in their homes without being there. Then, automated process save time and resources. Various industries are already rapidly exploring the potential of automation. For instance, in agriculture, many indoor farms are large automated, and that they use less water than conventional operation. Plus, sensors continually monitor factors like water usage and lightweight. Although some people argue that RPA will replace job, companies that use it often report that the technology frees employees up to try more rewarding work. That accountants ties into sustainability because it means workers can increasingly use their creativity and expertise to assist the business thrive, while automated software oversees monotonous tasks. Thank you very much.
So, for the conclusion, we know that there are 2.5 million tons of packaging waste each year that had been thrown into the yellow bin, all of them will be sent to the certain company that want to recycle or process this waste and produce a new product. If there is a difficult for plastic to separate, then it will be burned to produce the energy for conventional power plant like steel or cement. For the separate plastic, it will be break into a smaller piece and used to make a new product of plastic. In order to make sure that this process happen in the sequence and use shorter period of time, this factory use the automation to handle this process. There are three types of automation that has been used in almost all places to run this factory. There are fixed, programmable, and flexible automation. There is a several process which include the sorting part, assembly, and insertion part. This sequence or process may look simple, but the reality it is difficult and very complex to make a new product from any plastic waste. Lastly, this process not only for produce new product from plastic waste, it's also to save the air from the exits of CO2, which is the carbon monoxide, and also any kind of harmful chemical that can combine in the air, which can lead to the air pollution. What make this factory is look great is about the use of automation in order to replace the human energy. So almost kind of human energy, and also to save our environment, and it can contribute to sustain the clean environment and also the clean air. That's all for conclusion, and that's all for our group. Thank you.